Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, we got some new information from Prehistoric Kingdom. And thank goodness it's the alpha. So yesterday, if you're on the Discord, you would have seen like a notification about their updates, and this was one of them. They showed this yesterday, and yes, I do see that it says March 11th, which that is today. But I saw this yesterday, last night, on my notifications. I didn't check through it. I didn't read it to myself. I didn't look over it. Because I might as well want to tell you guys about it. So let's get into it. And I love this picture of the T-Rex, by the way. It's a great picture. At first, I thought it was lipped because you don't really see the teeth that well, but I guess that's also like due to the color they got. Anyways, let's get into it. Welcome to our alpha information update. This is a quick post providing an update on key distribution and pre-orders. Please read this carefully as we want to ensure you receive your key in time for alpha on March 19th. So yeah, remember guys, from the last devlog, the alpha is coming out on March 19th, which is next Friday. So hopefully I see you guys there. Alright, let us move on. Key distribution. Messed it up so bad. Key distribution. For those of you who purchased Ranger Alpha or the previous Alpha tiers, me, via the Critevo store, you will be receiving new Steam keys in the coming days. Any existing keys you may have used will be revoked, as new ones are going to be automatically assigned to your account. To find your key, you'll need to log into the Critevo website using your account and proceed to the dashboard. In the games library, you will be able to locate your new key for Prehistoric Kingdom. Kickstarter Alpha backers. Backers who bought through Kickstarter, please visit the Critevo store. From here, you will need to sign in and select Forgot Password, and then enter the email address you used with the Kickstarter. If you have already migrated your account in the past, this step isn't necessary. Once your account has been migrated, you can proceed to the dashboard. In the games library, you will be able to locate your new key for Prehistoric Kingdom and pre-purchase availability. After March 19th, all tiers on the Critevo store will no longer be available for pre-purchase. If you would like to be part of alpha and beta testing, or simply grab a copy in advance, this is the final call until early access launches later this year, which is in quarter 2. Which I believe that's going to happen in June, so most likely. Beta might come out in May. If you have any further questions, please be sure to contact Critevo's support or get in touch with us through Twitter, Facebook, or Discord. Until next time, the PKT. Yeah, I know it's short, but I just thought I might want to go over it with you, and I know it's like really short. Like honestly, we just went through that like 3 minutes at most, like 3 to 5 minutes at most. So we know for the alpha. So guys, if you've bought the Ranger Alpha or Tycoon as it was before, then like me, then you guys should be receiving new Steam cards, or not cards, keys. Like that. New Steam keys. But yeah, to find your key, just log in. Just go to the Critevo website by using your account and proceed to the dashboard. Basically, just saying like, just go right over there, go to the games, and then see for the key. And pre-purchase availability. This is really important. So Guys, after March 19th, none of them will be available for pre-purchase, except for early access. But for alpha and beta, forget about it. Those will be gone. So if you want to go for alpha, buy it now. If you want to go for beta, buy it now. Early access, you're fine. I think. Because I'm just figuring, like, if they're doing alpha and beta, might as well for those two to be closed and not for early access. I think other than that, let's also check out the animals that we are going to get in alpha, which are Edmontosaurus and the 3 subspecies of Edmontosaurus. Regalis, Venetic. Wow. I don't think I could read the rest of these out, but I'm going to try, but they're going to be butchered. Anectins, Incuping. Wow. Cookpin. Whoever came up with this. Wow. I can't say that, so. Can't say that. Butchering. Lambeosaurus, which still surprising to me, guys. Still surprising. Pseudoceratops. Honestly, beautiful, gorgeous. Not Pachyrhinosaurus, but still good nonetheless. Pachyrhinosaurus is mainly going to be for early access. But who knows? Maybe they'll add in a few more for beta. Hopefully, Pachyrhinosaurus is one of them. I was kind of hoping for Pachyrhinosaurus to be an alpha, but I'll take what I can. Well, take what I've been given. Protoceratops. Kind of thought this one was going to be in the alpha too, but it's not. So, but I'm still glad it's confirmed in the first 22 anyway. Styracosaurus. Yes, this one is in the alpha. I know in a few months ago, like they were. I think it was like a few months before the trailer. It was either that or it was like it was like before the trailer they were starting to talk about it. Torvosaurus. Torvosaurus was actually a really surprising theropod, of which I didn't really think this was going to be in the game until they actually gave us like a full species list, like from what, 2 years ago? In 2019. And if you guys are new to the game, realize that they've been working on this game for 5 years. Which, if you include this year, 6. So, that's a long time. And with that long time, you get better stuff with it. Triceratops, which we have Prorsus. I can't say that without butchering it. Which, this one. Oh, hold on. Go back. This one is this subspecies of Triceratops. Hortus is the one we all know and love. And then we have Tyrannosaurus, which is included in the alpha as one of the 6. Which we have Rex and Batar. If you guys don't know what Batar is, it's Tarbosaurus, the Asian subspecies of Tyrannosaurus. I know when it comes to March 19th, I'm going to be doing something that most people would do, honestly. So, be prepared for it to be like a very common thing. I'm actually surprised that they would go over it. But yeah, I totally skipped these 3. Should be ashamed. Brachiosaurus, which was actually recently confirmed from last month. Very happy. I'm actually like shocked, but also not at the same time. I'm shocked that it's one of the first 22, but I'm also not, because it's a very popular animal, and you know. Camarasaurus with the 3 subspecies. Lentus, Grandis, and Supremus. Those ones I can actually pronounce. If I've said this one wrong, let me know. Please let me know if I've said this wrong, because I believe I have. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I never really paid attention to the face. Wow. That's amazing. Dinocurus. Dinocurus, I have to be honest with you guys. I've never actually heard of Dinocurus until they announced Dinocurus. So Dinocurus is pretty much a new animal for me. It's a new dinosaur for me, which I'm still really shocked. I did see like a little short that I think people from Japan did. It was either like a Japanese short or it was like a. I don't think it was really a short. I just saw a clip of it. But I'm not sure. I think it was Japanese. Because I think from when I watched it, it had like Japanese subtitles. So maybe that. So I just have like. I'm just thinking. Then we go. But we're not gonna go right now. So we also have Woolly Rhino, not in the alpha, but in early access, or Cleodonta, which I've never said I've never said its name like that before. Or I've never really said its name at all, because I just call it a Woolly Rhino. It's what I grew up with. Then we have Mammuthus, or Mammuthus, and I am realizing now, if you look at its eye, the eye isn't even open. It's not even open. Wow. I hope for not just mammoths, but for other pachyderms that they have like a tusk ratio. I know like they will, but I mean like for different sexes, like different genders. Like for the males, like this is fine. This is fine for the males, but could we have them like a little bit shorter for the females? I'm not asking much, but it's kind of something I'm thinking about. And one of my favorite prehistoric cats. If these guys were still alive today, they would be my favorite. They'd be my favorite animals and my favorite cats. Smilodon. So we got, I don't know if I've always been saying this wrong by pronunciation, but I've always been calling them Smilodon populator. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation. It might, but I'm not sure. And then we also got Fatalis. Some people don't realize that, like, they don't realize what's the difference. Well, the difference is what we'll actually see in the game. But not only that, but the difference between them is that Populator lived in South America and was larger, while Fatalis lived in... Now, granted, Fatalis did also live in South America, but of map-wise, they lived more like in the colder areas of South America. So they were still Fatalis. But for where Fatalis was the most, North America. And you would kind of think, which one was first? Well, Fatalis was actually. Fatalis was first, and when South America became connected to Central America, which also known as Mexico, then there was a land. Well, then Mexico became the land bridge for North America, so that animals could go to South America. In fact, if you think about it, Smilodon was actually an invasive species. Until, like, many animals figured out, oh, well, this is a predator. So, an invasive species that soon became a native species over time, which can result in many habitats. And the other thing, too, is that many people still call the Smilodon a saber-toothed tiger. That has been proven to be not the case. Saber-toothed tiger, no. Will I still say it because of famous wise? Yeah, because of Ice Age. In Ice Age, they still call them tigers, so I'm just like, you know, why not? Do I call them tigers all the time? No. Most of the time, I like to call them lions because of Walking with Beasts. They totally depicted them as lions. And that's probably how they would have been like too. They probably would have acted between like leopards and lions, in my opinion. Because I mean, look at it. I don't see a tiger in this. Maybe like the spotted stripe area you could, but I'm not really seeing that of a tiger. Like if you take away the teeth, this would look more like a lion mixed in with a leopard a little bit. But that's also because of the color. Fatalis, we've seen Fatalis' skin. More leopard than lion. But if you look at Populator, which this one is, Populator, if you look at it, it looks more like a lion. So I'm just like, wow, maybe Smilodon looks a little bit more like lions than they did tigers. Let's move on. Oh, okay. I guess I just go. I thought I'd move on to the mini. Which going right to Microraptor. Microraptor Gooey. Or Gooey. Goo. I don't know. Gee. I don't know. I don't know how you say that. Microraptor was a big surprise for all of us. No joke. It was a big surprise. And I also want to talk about, like, this. This is the question box for the second mini exhibit animal. We don't know what it could be. We have two theories. Well, we have one. And we know this one is very obvious. The first one we know of is that, yes, this creature does fly. So it's another flying creature. Now, here we go to our two guesses. We either think it's Archaeopteryx, which was another dino bird, or I think of what they said was a small flying reptile. Now, I remember seeing that, and I'm like, but if you think it's gonna be Archaeopteryx, wouldn't they say like dino bird? Wouldn't they like say like another feather, like another bird or anything like that? Maybe they could have. Maybe they're trying to throw us off. But to me, I'm just like, if you give out something like that, like a flying reptile, well, Microraptor's not really a flying reptile. Because Microraptor's more bird than reptile. Sure, due to like half the dinosaur, but it's more bird than it is reptile. So that got me thinking, what category of animals were flying reptiles? Well, that's very easy. Those were the pterosaurs. Pterosaur literally means flying reptile. So that got me thinking as well, what if this was a pterosaur? Maybe it is. Maybe it's not Archaeopteryx. Maybe it is a flying maybe it is a pterosaur. And if so, what type of pterosaur would it be? What pterosaur would it be? Well, there are actually very good amounts of small pterosaurs, which I only know like one, if I had to be honest. Well, two, if I'm thinking Walking with Dinosaurs for like New Dawn. It was either New Dawn or New Blood. I think it was New Blood. But it was the very first episode of Walking with Dinosaurs. And they showed the pterosaur like hunting dragonflies and even taking a bath. And if they could do that, like a pterosaur for the second mini aviary creature, that would be a big milestone achievement, if I had to say. If I had to think about it. That'd be a big milestone. Microraptor, that was already a big milestone. It means that they went from like land to the air. So that kind of tells you they're planning on aquatics, but they're not gonna do it so soon. So I feel like they're gonna focus more on the land animals for a while, but every now and then they'll give us some news about some flying ones as well. So it'll probably be a rare moment that we'll get to see a flying animal here and now again. But who knows? Maybe this is Archaeopteryx. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like Dimorphodon. Or maybe that pterosaur from Walking with Dinosaurs in episode 1. Maybe it's that. Who knows? I know I don't know. But I have a feeling. I have a big feeling that it's going to be Archaeopteryx. It's probably going to be another dino. But it'd still be amazing if they did a pterosaur and they did it. That'd be amazing. I think that's just going to be it for now. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys hopefully on March 19th. Peace!